Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Kev here, and today we're going to be discussing another topic within this mini-series of what we should expect for the fighter vocation in Dragon Dogma 2. Without further ado, guys, let's jump into the discussion and talk about the fighter class. The fighter makes a comeback as a vocation from the previous game, preserving its pivotal role as an offensive tank within the party. In the preceding installment, the fighter excelled in utilizing shields and shield skills as the primary means of defense. I do expect the fighter to maintain this speciality, continuing to serve as the vanguard, capable of absorbing the most damage among all vocations, while also delivering a modest amount of damage with the sword. As the designated tank, fighters are likely to feature skills that divert the attention of the enemies, thereby restricting potential harm away from the rest of the team and party. This defense strategy harmonizes with a selection of moderate offensive skills, applicable to both the sword and the shield, allowing the fighter to retaliate against anyone who is foolish enough to target them directly. The fighter, a well-known vocation introduced within the original game, is recognized for its capacity to deliver modest amount of damage per second to enemies, coupled with exemplary offensive compatibilities showcased throughout the shield and the shield skills. In the prior game, the fighter epitomizes as a well-rounded vocation, adept at self-defense in combat using both the sword and the shield. This tactical approach enables them to withstand physical attacks by leveraging the shield to absorb incoming blows, followed by counterattacks with the sword. If the combat dynamic in this sequel mirrors of those of the original game, I cannot wait for the return of the analogous core skills, augments, and weapon skills. An optimal combat scenario for a fighter involves wielding both sword and shield, ensuring the effectiveness of defense against incoming attacks for themselves and their party. I really do hope there is some sort of enchantment to the shield, not only for a defensive point of view to do with stats, but I'd love it to have any offensive skill. Maybe we could actually use the shield more shield bashes, more shield rush, something along the lines of that, augmented within the skills. Very excited to see the fighter return back into the second installment of this brilliant franchise. There's hope they extended the arsenal and array of weapons and equipment that you can use with the fighter instead of being so very basic and linear of being a defensive tank. Hopefully we could see a hybrid within that, not a different vocation, but hybrid within the class, but only for the fighters, but for all vocations within the base game from the original, transferring over to the second one. Now, I guarantee if you played the original game, I am pretty sure that you have played fighter at least once. No one's saying you've got the max discipline points on there or maxed out this vocation, but it is one of the 3 original starting classes, and 100% sure you have played this. You've picked one of these classes, either being the strider, the mage, or even the fighter in this occasion. I'm really excited looking at the gameplay mechanics to do with the second game that's just been showcased as of pretty much the start of this year. I think it's got a new gameplay. I think the date of that was going to be the 5th of January 2024. 100% the fighter definitely does look awesome. I love playing tanky classes. I've played a tank in multiple different MMOs and RPGs, and the fighter is no exception through this game. I'm very excited to see how they do this. Also as well, I think people are going to be driven more to this class in this game, purely on the fact of the aesthetics to do with some of the armor, the swords, the shields, and all the other different fun, crazy stuff you would expect from a game like this. So guys, that's what I expect from the fighter class within Dragon's Dogma 2. Really looking forward to this game, and as soon as it does come out, I will do a reflection on this video within the second one. Actually look at the fighter class as a whole, break down with the gameplay mechanic, look at the aesthetics as I say, and go back to looking at some of those brilliant board and sword tactics to do with the game. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We will be covering Dragon's Dogma 2 when it does release in the end of March. But as always, guys, stay safe and keep exploring.